Hi, this is OVERDRIVE. In today's speed edit video I will show you all the steps I took to retouch the night photograph of the Boxster and arrive with this final effect. I took this picture back in 2018 when I edited it and posted for the first time. I wanted, however, to give it another go with this video. I started with taking a few photographs with my DSLR using the same settings, which were ISO 100, aperture 3.5 and 20-second exposure time. I used my iPhone's LED light to light paint the side of the car and the rims, which were quite dark. At some point I noted that there was a ship passing by the river, so I took another photograph with it, light painting the background. I started with desaturating the lower part of the picture and I used the mask tool to select it. It took some time as I wanted not to desaturate the background. Then I restored reds on the rear lights using color overlay and moved to the rims, where I matched their brightness level and also increased the clarity. After that I selected the car and aimed to brighten it up a bit, also separately for its lower part, which was originally darker. I also pumped up highlights on the front and rear lights. Then I added the graduated filter to lower the temperature and increase saturation of the background. I used the brush to clean it from most of the car. I also wanted to restore some bronze in the interior, so I used the color overlay again. After that I gave the first take on the spot removal tool. Once I was finished with some other minor modifications, I pasted all the adjustments to the other photographs. I only had to make small changes to them as the shots were pretty steady. I then exported all pictures as layers to Photoshop, and once there I selected to auto-align them. I looked through the pictures to see which of them I could combine. I ultimately decided to keep the light painted picture as my base, but the other one had the body of the car looking more consistent. I used the mask tool to get them fit. Once I was done with other small adjustments, I was ready to return to Lightroom. In Lightroom I wanted to fix a couple of items I wasn't satisfied with, including some unwanted color noise, brightness of some elements of the car, and most importantly, spot removal tool. This was a creative process, so I was keep getting back to this picture a few times, changing small things, especially with the spot removal tool, as I wanted to get rid of most of the stains on the body of the car. I was using it in conjunction with the brush, where I manipulated the brightness if that could provide for some better results. Right in the middle of this process, I slightly recalibrated the color of the photograph and marginally put up reds on the tone curve. I kept with adding some more adjustments with the spot removal tool. I made the light painted line more straight throughout the car and further reduced the noise on its body. At some point I noted that the sea in the background doesn't look any natural, so as a final adjustment I gave it less exposure, contrast, highlights, texture and clarity. So this is it, the final effect. You can compare how much did the picture change from how it was shot. That's all from my side, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe see you in the next one.